Audio Jungle.
Good to meet you on this beautiful edition of Bystanders at Newsstands, your number one newspaper review program on Flip TV. Michael Adekunle taking you on to this edition of this program. Let's quickly move down to what we have on the front page of Daily Sun newspaper and Nigerian Tribune. Daily Sun with a very, very good headline here. The major one, 2023 presidency, ACF backs northern candidates. 2023 presidency, Arewa Consultative Forum backs northern candidates. On top of the paper, Kanu will come for mother's funeral, says IPOB. Kanu will come for mother's funeral, says IPOB. Moving on to what we have here on Air Peace. Fresh facts reveal legitimate aircraft purchase. Fresh facts reveal legitimate aircraft purchase. Malabo scam. AGF, EFCC clash over Adoke's extradition. Governors, ministers, lawmakers, orders for the Sun MD's book launch today. Governors, ministers, lawmakers, orders for the Sun MD's book launch today. Moving to another daily here, which is the Nigerian Tribune Journal. Kogi PDP woman leader, killers must be brought to justice. Buhari orders. Killers must be brought to justice. Buhari orders. 27 dead as plane crashes into homes in DR Congo. Wow, there is a very tragic one here. 27 dead as plane crashes into homes in DR Congo. On to the next one. PDP wants Senate not to surrender independence to presidency. PDP wants Senate not to surrender independence to presidency. Sponsor of death penalty for hate speech bows. Sponsor for death penalty for hate speech bows. Bill will be amended to remove death penalty, it says. Bill will be amended to remove death penalty, it says. Kogi West, PDP Milaye to boycott November 30 rerun. Statement deceitful, says Adeyemo. On to the next one. Reps flag off probe of SIM swap fraud. Reps flag off probe of SIM swap fraud. Another story here which is very, very captivating. Nigeria attracted $306 million equity fund in 2018. Kaduna residents lament demolition of houses. Kaduna residents lament demolition of houses. The last story here, Buhari APC governors, National Assembly leaders, ministers meet in just today. Buhari APC governors, National Assembly leaders, ministers meet in just today. Of course, you know our reviewers are set to speak, and this is where we wrap it up on the front pages of Nigerian Tribune and Daily Sun newspaper. Let's join our reviewers for more talks. I'll be right back. Kogi PDP woman leader. Of course, you know what happened in Bayelsa State and Kogi State during the last election. But this woman was burnt alive. She was killed during this process. Now, the president has spoken, saying that perpetrators must be brought to book. Now, the issue is, should we keep looking and this keep continuing to happen in our democracy?
Hold on, I'm coming. My brother, as far as Nigeria is concerned, we are playing dirty politics. And we are toying with the life of Nigerians because we want to practice politics. It's not done like that in the developed world. Until we go back to status quo, we can't solve Nigerian problem. I tell you for free today, I've said it in my previous interview here, the problem of this country is 70-30.
70-30 what way? Can you explain to us?
70-30 is the only solution to Nigerian problem. No government that will come in that will be able to solve Nigerian problem unless we go back to the issue called 70-30.
Can you throw more light? Can you shed light on that 70-30?
That 70-30, I don't think you care to listen now.
Why you say so?
Because anywhere truth is bitter. And where you are not ready to listen to the truth, what can I do? I'm not Jagaban. I'm not Atiku. I'm not who again? I'm not Dangote. Who is going to listen to me?
But we have viewers that are listening right away. Right now, they are watching you and they want to learn something from you and they want to hear something from you. They still want to pick something from you they can disseminate to the public also.
If we start to sort out problem of 70-30 today, between now and October 1st, the whole world will come to Nigeria to celebrate with us. I tell you for free. The problem of this country, I can fix it between now and October 1st. I, Olaliko, I can fix Nigerian back between now and October 1st. If only we can all sit down and listen to what I will analyze and say what is 70-30. If you leave the course, my brother, and you treat the effect, anywhere in the world, the symptom will persist. Since 1960, after independence, the problem that we move into immediately after independence was the problem of 70-30. And we continue to allow the problem of 70-30 to deeply grow into our life. Today, it's now embedded. We now make use of it like pomade. We drink it like Coke. And we swallow it like Aku. No solution unless we go back and treat the word 70-30.
Now, you are keeping us on suspense. I'm still saying it again. What is the meaning of 70-30? So many viewers don't even understand what 70-30 is. Can you just shed light on it?
70-30 is the research I've been able to do over the years. I've been on the street as far back as 15 years old in my life. Not that my parents were not rich, but just to teach me a lesson of knowing that the only thing that can make you to survive is when you start struggling early in life. In 1993, before everybody started talking about entrepreneurship, I formed the first company in 1993. As small as I am then, I'm 55 now. If you minus the numbers of years of operation of my system in 1993 to date, remove from there, that will tell you how old I am. I've never been to any institution in this country. I'm not a university graduate, but no university graduate can treat my fuck up. No engineering student can tell me what I don't know. Not even a professor.
On what you know?
On what I know. And I describe myself as autodidactic. Go and check the word meaning of autodidactic. The word knowledge belongs to the Almighty, our Creator, not to anybody. Professor Wole Soyinka doesn't know what I know. As for him being a professor, he doesn't know what I know. He's a guru. Recently, he came out openly to tell the whole world that Nigerian education is dying. Where was he in the last 20 years to come out with these truths, to tell us where is the problem? Garbage in, garbage out. The so-called lecturers of the Nigerian institution today, we take money for research and use it for personal effect. Buy land and go back, marry new wife. Money meant for research and buy very good clothes. And leaving our children to be facing issues in school. 70-30 is the only way out. If we don't take care of Nigeria between now and October 1st, heaven will follow. Heaven will fall. And those that will make heaven fall are all those graduates that are jobless. Boko Haram is a child's play to what I'm telling you now. Boko Haram is an angle. An angle in engineering has a definition and a define. This one has no definition. It will attack, they will attack everybody. They are going to operate simultaneously in every community at the same hour. Nigerian police, put them together. Nigerian army, put them together. Navy, put them together. They can't stop these people I'm talking about.
Now, you've not really explained what the 70-30 stands for, but let me quickly bring you to what we have here. How can you relate 70-30 to what happened in Kogi State, where a PDP woman leader was burnt?
It is still the same problem. This is not the first time they are killing people. A man called, what's his name? Now I can't really remember. I think, was it the Second or Third Republic? This man that died in Lagos Island. You forgot his name? I can't really collect now.
Let's move forward.
Okay. If somebody like that can die without knowing who is the killer, you and I are not safe. The only thing that kept me going outside, that I can go anywhere, is because my life is all about impact. How many of them can come out in public places? They have businesses today in Nigeria, they can never identify themselves with it. It is still the same problem of 70-30. We have the institution today that is not well run, not running. The students are coming out. They get into the university with fake admission. What are you going to expect their children to come out with? It is still the same problem of 70-30. We have the military, the army, the navy, the air force, not performing their student duty. It is still the same problem of 70-30.
Actually, it was a very bad election experience that happened in Kogi in the history of Nigeria. And what I can see in is that it was the fault is from the federal government. Yes, because they rigged the election. And I expecting President Muhammad Buhari to do something, to look into it. Because it's a worldwide. Everybody are watching what really happened in that very state. So I don't expect PDP to just accept the fate like that. And immediately they rigged the election, they still went ahead, the talk, so-called themselves talk, to set the woman ablaze. A woman be like you. So I don't expect federal government to just keep it off and just overlook it. So it's the thing they're supposed to deal with, because I expect, assuming it was an opposition party, they will do something. So doing so and overlook it, in fact, the other country will be looking at us as if that we are not mature for democracy, and which I believe we are not mature. If the election can be like this, how do you expect the election of 2023 to be? So definitely that they only want the people they want of themselves to be there. So they don't want the choice of the people. So they want their own people. So I don't expect them to be saying they should go for election anymore. So probably they should just appoint whoever they want to be there, to let that person be there. So I still will prefer the one of election in Bayelsa. Yes, but the one in Kogi, me and you look the way they are snatching ballot box, the way they are killing people, the way they are, the way they are taking, all of them were arrested by the will of the gun.
Now, even the PDP are not still happy with the situation PDP are not still happy with the situation that went on in Bayelsa too. Do you know that?
Look at, yes, of course, they are not happy because
satisfied with the result.
Local government are not be conducted. Election was not conducted. With some of them are even be hijacked some ballot buses, by the way. So what are they going to do with those things? Look at what happened in Osun State last time when the opposition party was leading. Suddenly, because of one local government misunderstanding, they stop it. Understand? The same thing now happened in Kogi. About 5 local governments were in the same problem, fighting. And where I know that federal government, in fact, we are disappointed in them. A place where they deploy 25,000 police, a fake police can still maneuver the place. So tell me, where are we? Are we in a safe country? We are not.
Security in this country is not sure.
It's not sure. We are
It's
not
not
safe.
guaranteed.
It is only God guarantee.
Well, I don't know where we are going in the first place because we were under military government.
Okay.
After we changed from military to civil rule, democracy, so nothing changed. We played dirty politics
Okay.
in the country where you see politicians are looking forward to grab power by all means.
Okay.
They must try as much as possible to kill their fellow human being
Before getting to the
to
position.
collect the power. But they forgot that this Jehovah God in heaven, they will face the wrath of God. So they don't believe on that because they are living in carnal life. What happened in Kogi State is a very, very unfortunate. When I hear all those rumors, I say, this is madness. The woman has died already. So all these things we are talking about is a medicine after death. But the only thing is that let Jehovah God decide for this country. Because the democracy we were crying for, we were looking forward to have, is dangerous. It's dangerous to the citizens, for our citizens in this country. So we don't have any way to go. It's too much. Killing is too much. And so-called the presidency, they keep mum until when something happened finished, before they came out, begin to condemn for a few days and go. All these things we are talking, say, Buhari say, fish out people that kill a so person. It's just what we call lip service. In the next 2-3 days, it was gone. Nobody will hear it again. Until when we are in a country where our government will come up with action, deal with the people, so that other people will take a lesson. So that when the state governor want to leave the seat, it will allow the people, the masses, to choose who will govern them. So that you will not pick somebody that will be loyal to them. So in the case of that, they will go on the ground to do all kinds of wickedness, to assassinate people, to make sure that they shed blood, like what happened in Bayelsa and Kogi State. So until we have a government, a listenable government that will come up and deal with this problem, it will still continue, it will not stop. I'm assuring you, it will not stop. Even upcoming election will be worse than this one. Because politicians that are looking forward to, to use blood to cover themselves. It will not stop because the government we have is unlistenable government. It's not a listenable government.
Now, 2023 is around the corner. Forget about 2020, 2021. It's around the corner. Now, what advice would you give to government as per the aspect of voting in Nigeria? And even INEC, not only the federal government, INEC as a body, what advice would you give? Should we sit in the house and vote? Should they create a system whereby Nigerians will sit at their comfort zone and vote instead of shedding on unnecessary blood?
INEC will not accept any. There's no advice you can give to INEC or anything because they are under somebody. They are under a superior power. So they must do something to cover themselves. All these things INEC is doing, they're doing it because they send them to do it like that. So where you give the INEC advice or not, they will not accept it. The only thing is physical action. Action in this country whereby the government will come up and say, as from now henceforth, we don't want this thing again. It must stop because they are the number one. We don't want this thing from now henceforth. It must stop. It must stop. No need to go to whether INEC or whatsoever go do because INEC has no power to do anything. Everything is from the number one power, which is the presidency. So that is it.
Now, let's quickly move down to what we have here. 2023 presidency, ACF backs northern candidates. Arewa Constitutive Forum, they are for the northern states. Now, looking at it, we have a northern president on seat right now, and you still see the northern citizens or persons still bidding for that same seat. Don't you think it's absurd?
The power in Nigeria, all these things, let me tell you something. Number one, the tribalism is number one priority in this country. North doesn't want to leave the power to other tribes because they believe that they are the only people that can stay in that power. They don't believe people from maybe east or other part of the country to be there. That is why they keep on talking about 2023 election. After 8 years of Buhari, they will come up again with another issue to just retain that power. And because they believe that they know how to cook the lie to the people and they will manipulate. Because of the level of poverty in the country, people will just dance on their tune and they will do whatsoever and go. If Nigeria is like other countries, where if it happened today, the people will step on the street. No security intimidation, nothing. No, you can't see any police, any army come out, carry a checkers, begin to attack protesters. If Nigeria is like maybe all this Arab world, I swear all these things you see will not happen. But simple because when Buhari finished 8 years, another northerner come up, because they believe that they don't already buy people. They buy a used gari and a indomie rice. They don't already buy people. So you don't have any mouth to say anything. So they can still come up and be there. Nobody talks anything. You go just run a bit for your dear life. So it's not a new thing. It may happen. 2023, Northerner can still be the president of Nigeria because they already buy the mind of people. So that's the problem.
The problem now is that Baba supposed to know that we citizen, we don't have any right to suffer as a citizen. I was born and brought up as a Nigerian. I have that small little ability, little respect as a citizen. I'm not supposed to be suffering every time on the street. Why I have a nation called Nigeria and we have money. For them to build factory for us, employ us there, they will be building beer parlor, building hotels, building physician. How are we going to work? But when you build a factory or an industry, people like me can work there. What is happening in this country? We have oil, we have crude oil, we have coal, we have zinc, we have cocoa. What is the reason why we are suffering here? Where are we suffering? Go to Dubai, we don't get anything. Their indigenous are living well. They are not suffering. When you go to Dubai, it's only we foreigners are working there. Their indigenous are enjoying as a citizen. Then why is it different in our own country called Nigeria? Are we not citizens? Are we slaves? Let Buhari answer this question. Fine. Ask Buhari, say, are we slaves in this country? Are we not citizens? Are we slaves? Are we not citizens? Why you don't want to help us? With the cry, you. I pray if him come out in next generation, you no go see that president seat again. If him come out in next generation, I don't say this one. The next generation when you come out, you no go see that seat president. You no go see her for your life. Nothing where Nigeria no get, and we are suffering. Why? Every day beer parlor, every day hotel. Now what can do for this country? Why don't you open factory for us? Why don't you open company where we go to work? People like us go to work. I have my certificate. I'm a graduate. After going to school for 4 years, I don't see work collect. See how they do. They are happy. My name is Casey Esok. From Abia State. Esok. From Abia State. 18 years in Lagos State. Suffering. Can't no work. I'm a citizen. Why am I saying citizen? Citizen for that matter. I was born and brought up in Nigeria citizen. Then why is it that no work for us to do? If you go further and I say, won't go, if you may go find person where get money for government. May go find person where be ambode. May go find Tulumbu. Before go start to work. Go to Dubai here. Dubai is a small country. They are indigenous, they are not working anything. Go to Ghana here. They are not working anything.
Nigeria have everything finished. We have everything finished. The problem is that those leaders should find solution for us, we the indigenous, we the citizens. They're supposed to regard citizens, born and brought up, make them feel somewhere. So that the suffering will not be like this. It's too much now. Suffering is too much. Everywhere you go, people are suffering. Go to Anambra, people are suffering. Go to Aba State, people are suffering. Go to River State, people are suffering. Go to Enugu, people are suffering. Go to Benin here, people are suffering. Even Lagos here, we be the first capital of Nigeria, we are still suffering. So tell me what we are going to do. More than person die. May government help us. We are suffering. We are suffering. We suffer too much. It's too much. It's too much.
And this is where we wrap it up on today's edition of Bystanders at Newsstands. Make sure you join us next time as we bring you another interesting topic from the newsstands. Michael Adekunle still remains my name. Of course, you know, the man behind the camera doing it and keeping it real, Latif Adewale. In the studio, the dread man himself, Michael Ojo. Have a nice day, viewers.